What's going on, guys? Okay, today we're installing the shifter for this car. Okay, so we're taking out the old shifter and putting the new one from the new engine. Let's get to it. As you guys can see, I already actually installed it. It wasn't quite easy. As you can see, this whole trim is bent up like this. That was already like that. This is a new one. That was like that when I bought the car. But it doesn't bother me. I'm just gonna trim this down from here. So this is coming out. And I'm gonna do like a new type of style or thing. I don't know. Still deciding because this is quite high. This really is quite high. It's much higher than the old one. The old one is still connected with its wires. As you guys can see. That's how the old one looked like. It looks actually disgusting. But yeah, that one's out. This one's in. This one came with the engine and the gearbox. So we're going to install this one. I'm going to take this knob off. The gear knob, as you guys can see. From where there, it looks bad. It came like this from Japan. So for now, this one's just going to stay like this until we can order a new one. Okay, for this part. Okay, this looks very steep because this thing is bent like this. But I'm going to trim it off here. And design a new console, a center console that runs with the lines over here. As you guys can see, this car needs a lot of cleaning again. So yeah, the steering wheel is not connected to anything, so that actually looks funny. Some dash trim that I'm still busy working on. Unfortunately, this just got bent down, so the glue is set like this. It's already set, so I have to trim it down here, cut it off, reshape it, put it back together and glue it again. This part, I took it out, it was destroyed. I'm going to do something new. Same with this, I'm going to leave this trim like this, just put a new piece right there. The same for that side, it's also broken. And I'm going to rewrap this in like brushed steel or something. The same with this. I'm just going to keep the dowels like this, just rewrap the wood. Further of all, the dash has a few cracks. Door handle, I found one. I'm going to put that one in. Yeah. So that's it for the gearbox. As you guys can see down there, it's a little nut. Yeah, it wasn't easy putting that thing in. Because I had to work down through here. I took this little can, shoved it in there between the trim on this side. Because I don't want to take all of that stuff out again. It's just a hassle to get that out. And to put it back in is even more of a hassle. So I took that out. I just bend it like this, put a can in there so I can have space. This side of the aircon, let me just focus. This side of the aircon, as you guys can see, is disconnected. I disconnected this one to pull it backwards so I can put this thing in because this thing is much wider than this. Let's see if I can show you guys. There's one, a hole for the bolt, another one, and then on that side is a small one. On this corner, it comes out about there where my finger is. So it's kind of like a weird sideways angle where this thing is just simple basic forward square. And also struggle to lift this part up because this armrest is broken, so it's fixed into place. Overall, the car actually looks great. The car still looks great condition. And a few things like that trim that's broken. I'm just going to replace that when I do the dash. The clocks, still need to figure that out to work with the new motor. Luckily, everything is electronic in this car, so yeah, it will work perfectly with the motor. So yeah, that's for the shifter. It's in. I'm happy it's in. And I think it will look awesome when we're finished one day. I took the radio out. It was an old destroyed radio, as you guys can see. I need to replace that. All of these plastics were broken. So I took the radio out, still deciding what I'm going to put in there. Maybe do something different. I don't know. But yeah, my goal is to redo the whole interior of the car, to change it completely from tan to dark. Okay, so let me show you where the car's at now. As you guys can see, that's how far the car is. Why is there always someone leaving the cup here? I don't know. But yeah, there's the car. if you guys have been subscribed to the channel for a while now, if you have wondered where the GTX Skyline is, there's one subscriber on the channel that actually likes this car, that has messaged me. So yeah, I'm talking to you. This is how far it is. We don't have an engine yet for the car. As you can see, still nothing in there. Still thinking about putting a 350Z engine in the VQ. But yeah, to cost or to rebuild the original motor of this car, it's just as good as you buy a new motor. But yeah, it's now full of dust. Normally my cars are not full of dust. But yeah, there's a lot of gravel road here, so there's a lot of traffic around where this car stands. So yeah, there's a lot of dust over here. That's how far these two cars are now. They're a bit standing still now due to this lockdown, because now we cannot find parts and work on the cars. So this is where they're gonna stand now for a while. Okay, so let's go fix that one trailer, because I see someone just rammed into a little pipe that's keeping it up from falling over. Let's go. So they reversed with the trailer, forgot to take this one, loosen this one, put it back up and then drive. They just drove over it like this, so it just got stuck in the road and bent all the way over. Yeah, I actually told them just reverse back, try to push it just a little bit more straight, then we can put it back up and drive again. But yeah, as the car reverses, this thing actually shoots the car back, the backside of the car up. So yeah, we got it out now. Let's try to rebend this one straight. It's just to hold that little trailer up so you can hook it on. Because if that thing's loaded, it's super heavy. Let's try to use a small vise so you don't have to go and get a big one. Bit lazy, but yeah, I think it would work. One thing I never do is show how it looks like when we work on these cars and other projects. Now we're actually sharing like tools and stuff, because they're building like small gates and fences for the old neighborhood, whereas for me, I just build cars. Let me show you guys. It looks hectic. Ta-da! This is the workspace. There's the front cut. Took the motor out, put in that car. That cabinet was raided. Everything's gone. Okay, there's the one car. There's the other car. There's the Ranchero. If you're a long-time subscriber, you'll know how the Ranchero looked like. Front end's cut off. I'm still thinking about doing something for that one. That's gonna be a lot of work. But now we have to build these cars. But this is how it looks like. There's like building material everywhere. Material for gates and stuff, like that box over there. A lot of stuff over there for gates and stuff. Car parts everywhere. Next to that Ranchero is a lot of GTX Skyline parts and Ranchero parts. As you can see, there's a little gate, a door. There's a safe door. A little sketch of what it was working with before the lockdown. See, it looks crazy. But one day we will have a shop that's only for the cars. One day. But for now, we have to make this work. Okay. That looks better. Let's go put it in. Doesn't that look better? It's not perfectly straight, but it's okay. Now we can use it again. Before, you can't even slide it up and down or take it out. Now it works. And for some reason, someone didn't put a stone in front of the wheel. They put it at the back of the wheel. and the trailer is standing downwards. So there's more likely chance the trailer's going to roll this way than that way. Someone wasn't very bright offloading this trailer. But yeah, the leg work again. So yeah, that looks better. It's not straight, but it's okay. It's doable. The GTX Skyline needed a new windshield. Okay, so this thing's windshield is like a rare. Luckily, in a town near us, there's a little a glass fitting place. We asked them if they can find a windshield for this car. The lady said, okay, let me just check on the system, someone has one. And she checked, she's like, no, nobody has. But they have like a stockpile of old windows and windshields and stuff they haven't used in years. So they went and looked through the pile, and luckily, guess what they found? An original GTX Skyline windshield that has never been purchased by anyone. So it's just been sitting there since this car came out in their office till this day. So they came, put it in. The day they came to put it in, it was very nervous because, you know, this is the original one and there's not many left. So we're hoping they don't break it. Luckily they didn't, and now it's in. Now we just need to put in the trim back, so the car's good to go. And that's a wrap for today, guys. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like the video and share.